Ben asks, I'm planning to upgrade my road bike components and I was wondering if I can combine components of different group sets like ULTEGRA with DURA or 105, and if so, what's the best way to do it? Great question, Ben. It is possible to mix and match as long as you get components from the same generation. For example, 9000 DURA, 6800 ULTEGRA, and 5800 105 are all cross-compatible. Each have 11 speeds in the rear, use the same cable pull per shift, and use the same front derailleur design. If you don't mind having mismatched components, the rear derailleur is the least important part of the group. Lower-priced rear derailleurs do an outstanding job at shifting, and a blind tester is unlikely to tell much of a difference. You can go with 105 here and probably will never notice. However, the DURA front derailleur has always been far better than the lower-level versions. The cage is thicker and stronger, and the finish is smoother and longer lasting. DURA shifters are also incredibly precise, and you can really feel the difference when compared to ULTEGRA and 105. However, if you can't pop for DURA shifters, I say go with 105. They are great, and the functional difference between 105 and ULTEGRA shifters is negligible. For cassettes, ULTEGRA is a value choice. The finish on 105 isn't as nice as ULTEGRA, and that hurts longevity and shift performance. But the price difference is also very small, so I feel it is worth it to go with ULTEGRA here. DURA cassettes use titanium for some of their cogs to reduce weight. Other than the huge price increase that titanium demands, the other big downside to titanium is that it wears faster than steel, which makes the DURA cassette a poor choice for riders putting in big miles. When it comes to chains, ULTEGRA is my value pick. It's roughly 33% cheaper than DURA, but still has a more durable finish than 105 that keeps it shifting nicer for longer. When you consider that the 105 chain is only a few bucks cheaper than the ULTEGRA, the choice is obvious. Go with the ULTEGRA. For the crankset, ULTEGRA 6800 is about 65 grams lighter than 105 5800 and has more advanced chain rings that shift a little nicer. This makes ULTEGRA worth the extra money in my opinion. DURA 9000 is another 70 grams lighter than ULTEGRA 6800 and the arms are a little stiffer, but shifting performance is essentially the same. At more than double the cost of ULTEGRA, it's hard to make an argument that the small bump in performance offered by DURA is worth the extra cost, so ULTEGRA is my value pick here. Long story short, here are my picks for the top value Shimano road components. Rear derailleur 105 5800, front derailleur DURA 9000, shifter/brake levers DURA 9001 or 105 5800 depending on budget. Cassette ULTEGRA 6800, chain ULTEGRA 6800, and crankset ULTEGRA 6800. If you want your question asked on Ask a Mechanic presented by Art Cyclery, send your inquiry to webletters@competitorgroup.com.